what are some of the biggest hurdles you have faced and how did you overcome them?
When you ask to share their income tax or some GST login credentials, they don't understand it. Instead, they share their personal banking login IDs and password. The gold man shares so much of gold. Actually, it's a duplicate gold. But showing all those, he got a chance into the movies.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for taking your time today and letting me interview you. I'm Ravindra and I'm really looking forward to interview you.
Okay, go ahead.
Could you briefly introduce about yourself and give me what made you become an entrepreneur?
So, myself, CA Ravindra Babu Lella, CA exam is a very tough course in India. So, by God's blessing and with the blessing of my parents, I was able to crack it at 21. So, once I cleared my CA, I stepped into industry. I joined in Infosys to know more about how industry and the economy works at larger level. So, to get a outcome and outscope how companies will perform, to know the structure and how they manage the employees, how they build contracts. To get all those overviews, I joined the company and I worked there 3 years. Then I understand the systems, procedures, process. Then I left to start my own practice. In our school or college days, we'll never teach about how to run the business, how business operates, how to manage the people. We only learn how to get a good marks and get a good job. But many people these days want to start their entrepreneurship journey and want to leave a legacy to their children. So to guide them in the right way, how much capital they will be required, how much profit they can make when they start a business, how much tax they need to pay, to guide them all and to bring a complete ecosystem to place them in the right way. I started my CA practice.
As a senior practicing person, I suggest addresses your work on many multiple companies and entrepreneurs. What are the typical clients you face and come across?
So typical clients means, there are two types of services we regularly provide. One is compliance work, one is valuation. Compliance means government forcefully ask the clients to do it, like every month GST filing, then only government will get the GST revenue. Every income tax filing, then only government will get the revenue. So in all those cases which are mandatory, government will issue the guidelines, like how you need to do, how much tax you need to pay. So that will be like a checklist, like a pre-born area. So we need to perform in that way how the government was prescribed and how we need to follow the process. But in the case of second valuation services, there is a lot of scope because there is no fixed boundary to do. So we'll have a lot of scope and the clients will also more services from their end. You can see in a city like Hyderabad, the residential communities are more, where around 2000 flats will be one association, 1500 flats, gated communities, high-rise apartment system. When we are providing services, one of the biggest gated community in Hyderabad, where the people around 10 to 8 people will be in the body, like president, secretary, treasurers. So whenever I go there, when I'm interacting with there, I'll get one quotation from my head like too many chefs spoil the dish. So everybody will ask different questions. Will everybody want a type of work to be done? So nobody knows what to do exactly. They are not from finance background. They are just retired people and came into the committee. Those type of people actually typically eat my brain every day. So what I feel, if it's the government, what's our government standardized procedure, that will be very easy. But if you go at something like that, those will face a lot of struggles in the practice.
Along the way, what motivated you to start sharing finance-related content through Fridays for Finance?
So look what happens nowadays. Social media is a myth. So people, the gold man hears so much of gold. Actually, it's a duplicate gold. But showing all those, he got a chance into the movies. So something like that. Many people for money or for fame sharing false propaganda, false information. So there is no restriction on them, and government is not taking care of any measures against them. So I cannot do anything against them. But what I can do, at least share correct information, right information to the people which are actually suffering or actually need to share all those data. I started off Friday for Finance, and you can even see the mainstream channels or mainstream media are busy with the politics, movies, and cricket system IPL. But media also won't look into business angles very less. So just to add valuation to the people who really request about finance, who really want to know about them, I started with a genuine platform to share the data information.
Balancing the full-time senior profession along with creating weekly content comes with its own set of challenges and everything. What are some of the biggest hurdles you have faced and how did you overcome them?
One of the biggest hurdle is very regular updates. RBI starts a meeting, RBI conducts a meeting, or government conducts a meeting, and they immediately share some knowledge updates like repo rate change or something is coming, some new income tax act is coming. So all those changes is coming, but I will be stuck up with some of the bank audit, some client work, and but I will not. Sometimes I will not be in city. I will be go out session to audit. All those cases, actually, my channel is Friday for Finance. Every Friday I have to release a video, but it should be relevant to the current topic. If I have record some video 1 week back or 10 days back, and currently something is happening like gold rate is crashing or silver rate is increasing rapidly, and but due to war the market is crashing. If I don't do the videos similar to the relevant topic, relevant what is happening in the market, I will be faded out. So on all those things, I have to again come to office again around 9, 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. sitting here preparing content and again doing video and then leaving office in the midnight. So those type of challenge I usually face, but I don't know how to overcome this because it comes with their own positives and negatives.
Finance is one of those spaces online where trust is incredibly hard to earn and very easy to lose. How did you think about building credibility from there? How did you balance creating engaging content while maintaining strong ethical responsibility?
So correct. Finance is a very personal thing, and many don't want to share with the people because if the business information is leaked somewhere, the competitors can use against them. And many clients or many of them don't want to share it because they need new future plans where they are going to invest. If they invest somewhere in the stock market, some X is investing, then automatically the entire people will start investing there. So if some X is selling up their shares, all those relevant people will sell up their shares. So the finance is a very personal thing, and many don't want to share outside. But think with the society, how atmosphere and everything, CA got the trust, and many people blindly believe us, but we don't take for granted those things. We'll deliver the ethical things with them. And many times when clients ask us their information, when you ask to share their income tax or some GST login credentials, they don't understand it. Instead, they share their personal banking login IDs and password. So that much of trust clients will have their on their CA. So finding trust, building trust somewhere society has created for our advantage, and we are continuing the just legacy, the trust which was created by the society. But now we have not lost any clients, or we have not lost any trust of our clients because our profession, our CA board, our CA ethical standards will be strong nature. And the board, if not the client, if something is happened, not the client or not the society, our CA committee board will come into action and take suspension action against the CS. So we are under controlled environment and controlled management where to deliver the trust only.
Looking ahead, what's your future vision? And what is your CA practicing environment towards the next future?
So the thing what happens, the technology is inevitable. So from next to today onwards, from this year onwards, we want to build all the systems, processes, and procedure so that if I'm not in the office, because I will not be available all the time in the office to our staff or to our clients. But if I am not available also, my system should speak, and if any new client comes into office, the staff or the system should guide them to place them at the right time at the right place. So we want to build those systems with the help of AI, because now AI is available like anything, and we don't need any software engineers or anyone. I can use some AI technology. I can learn it sometime through YouTube, and I can build some technology and make a system in the process in the office. So we want to use the technology at most, and want to reduce the human intervention, and want to reduce the errors, what the typical mistakes normal starting young students or newcomers or new student, new staff will do. We want to avoid all those errors and want to place a critical system so anybody can come and use the office or system without me or any person should be able to get their work done. So we want to build a system without anyone, the office should run.
So you're not afraid that AI might need the data or anything?
No, we are not afraid of any AI. We want to use it to the utmost, because in the last week, every month we used to file one big client GST filing where we client will have around 100 invoices, and we will take our students' time around 1 to 3 days. Now we took AI class subscription around $20 per month, and all that work has been completed in 1 hour. So I was able to now do 3 days work in 1 hour with the staff with a very limited knowledge, not the trained staff. So I'm very happy that they came when I was operating the system. So I want to use it utmost.
Finally, what are your key takeaways or advice for the new generation series?
So key takeaways not only for new generation CAs, but I want to tell to new generation entrepreneurs or first time business people, two things very important. One is trust. So they don't want to, they should not cheat their customers. They should not take advantage of their customers' ignorance or not knowing the things. You should build a system that customers should feel happy and should not be felt like, should not be cheated. So the new generation entrepreneurs or CAs should, without if they get losses in the at the starting, if they're keeping heavy investment, if they don't get any return, still should not lose their character, should not lose customers' confidence. That's the first thing. And the second thing is positioning. So many times people start their journey in the CA or entrepreneurs and they keep money, keep time, but they do not get the sales or get the revenue what they expected. What they do, then they'll do start marketing heavily and start doing some illegal unethical activities. Though it may please the client in the short term, but it will impact their journey in the long term. So we want them to do a correct positioning where they want to be and what they want to sell and what they want to customer. So it should be clear and they should not be deviate from for what they have been started their journey.
So by the end, do you think there is any chance AI can replace or then come into the senior category of the business?
AI cannot replace CA category, but the people CS who use AI will replace the CS who don't use AI. That's what I can say.
Thank you, Ravindra sir. This has been genuinely incredibly helpful to me and everyone who is focusing on this area right now. And once again, thank you for your time.
Best of luck to you also.
Thank you.